Hello and welcome to AirMason. Here are 5 productivity tips to help your employees work remotely. Remote work has dominated the modern workplace. Some people love it, others not so much. However, even the best workers struggle at times with the challenges of remote work, whether it's technical issues, distractions, or lack of communication. Employers must be able to step in and help their employees out. For those who continue to work from home, it is essential to support them as much as possible. Many studies have seen several benefits for employees working from home who are supported by their management or HR. In fact, 77% of remote workers say they're more productive when they're working from home. With 5 tips and ways to help you successfully help your employees work to their full potential while working remotely, we're here to help. Remote work tip number 1: access to tools. While several people have easily transitioned to working from home full-time, there are still employees who would greatly benefit from employers helping them adjust. The Muse reports that many employees still have difficulties with the tools available to them while working remotely, often describing technical challenges or not having access to the equipment they would otherwise have in the office. Companies need to keep in mind that they have a responsibility to ensure solid remote work productivity for their employees. The first step is reassurance that employees have access to all the tools and equipment they need. Equipment, such as company computers or laptops that are high-speed, and peripherals, such as cameras and microphones, are absolutely essential. A comfortable chair, an office desk, and consistent access to high-speed internet are all tools that employers should provide for their employees if needed to recreate the perfect in-office atmosphere needed for peak productivity. Remote work tip number 2: co-working spaces. When taking a look at your employees' accessibility and space to do their tasks, it may be an easier and better solution to instead invest in providing employees with a membership to a co-working space for them to access. Certain employees have distractions and difficulties at home that they cannot avoid. Because of that, it is important to keep these alternate arrangements in mind. Available in every large city worldwide, these spaces provide workers with the opportunity to remain productive while still remaining remote, but not alone. A study done by the Global Co-working Unconference Conference found that 84% of coworkers say working in a co-working hub makes them more motivated versus working in an isolated or more dysfunctional environment. Remote work tip number 3: employee handbook. Do your employees know about all the policies or benefits you offer? All the protocols and procedures? How about the new remote hires as well? We don't blame you for not having a centralized source with all the necessary information and updates, but it's never too late to start. Whether it's old and outdated or fully non-existent, updating your employee handbook and spending the time to build a source of information for your employees is a fantastic way to help remote work productivity. Remote work tip number 4: check-ins. With the rise of the digital age, you'd think that employees would be more connected than ever. However, studies have shown that the transition to a remote work environment has had many negative effects on the mental well-being of employees. Loneliness is one of the largest concerns for remote workers, as oftentimes employees struggle to compensate for the loss of social connection commonly seen in the office. As an employer, your employees will look up to you for going above and beyond to focus on ways to fight off loneliness and feelings of isolation for your employees. One of the best methods to achieve this is by setting check-in times with employees to see how they are doing and what blockers they may be facing. By prioritizing mental health, your employees will remain productive and connected and far less isolated or distanced despite working remotely. After all, mental health is wealth. Remote work tip number 5: the chance to socialize. As time has passed and strides have been made in eradicating this pandemic, more and more opportunities for in-person meetings and events have finally opened up. For employees at your company, that means more opportunities for your team to finally see each other again in person and a return to normality. Certain employees require the ability to form in-person connections with one another, and these opportunities are the perfect chance to appeal to the social needs of your employees. In-person socialization is still incredibly important, if not more than ever before. How has your organization handled working remotely? With unexpected surprises and struggles along the way, it's beyond important that your organization focuses on how to help your remote workers be as productive and looked after as possible. Investing in your employees now is an investment into your company long-term. Thanks for watching. Need to create a beautiful handbook? Visit www.airmason.com.